a face that is going to be a part of the show that's going to be joining us. He sits us alongside me, Cedric Kaze, Sekhukhune United head coach. Coach, welcome.
Thank you very much, Andile, for your invite, and I'm very, very happy to be here.
Coach, this is our first ever conversation live, yeah?
Yeah, it's true. It's
good to see you.
It was a long overdue.
I always see you on the pitch from, we broadcast from up there. That's where we sit. And so I see you from the distance. You're a little bit taller than me. Just a little bit, though.
Just a little bit.
I looked at the match on Sunday, the final, and because I knew I was going to talk to you, I wondered, were you supporting Spain?
Actually, I'm a very big fan of Argentina since I'm a little kid, but there are players that I have seen growing through the academy in my years of internship, like Eric Garcia from FC Barcelona, and I was so happy to see them winning. But as well, I think that the best team on the field, that they won the World Cup, and that there is nothing to say about the merits of Spain for the whole tournament.
So when you look at that, I mean, you're part of one of the best institutions in the world. I've been to La Masia, Coach. I've seen what it's like from the time that you pull up, you see the big building and you walk in and, the pitch is on your right. I know what it's like, and I was there for 3 days watching the training, watching the young boys and the senior players that'll come every now and then as a sort of motivation. When you look at what they're doing at La Masia, having spent time at Barcelona, what makes them so good?
It's a culture. It's the culture. It's the identity that they have had since all those years, and that never changed. And we would say that when Johan Cruyff first started to introduce this kind of philosophy, you would say that he was ahead of everyone. But because even until today, it's that kind of football, that attractive football, when they teach you to think about football, to live for football, and to do everything on the field, thinking about your teammates, thinking about the next action, thinking about the next pass, thinking about what you want, where you want to do, and how you want to get there. And it's that commitment on every day. The training, they don't change. What they tell the players, the details that they put into every training session, they don't change over time. It's the same. It's the same message from an under 10 coach until the reserve team. The message is the same. The tactical points are the same, and that's that's when you see that they understand football, and it's very nice as well to see them playing, and as a collective, as if it's a nice symphony.
You were there at the time Eric Garcia was there.
Yes.
He's now a World Cup winner. What do you remember about him then?
Playing different positions, and easy in every position: central back, right back, holding midfielder, number 6, number 8. And
how old was he at the time? Do you remember?
He was I think under 18.
Okay.
Yeah.
Incredible to have seen
player,
that happen.
And you see like the mind that he has in about thinking the game, and in every position that he's been playing, and he has played. And as well, he's a player that left early La Masia because he went to Manchester City before, and he was a very highly player that was highly regarded into the Barcelona setup, and that's why he left early when Guardiola took him to Manchester City. But he's an incredible player.
Wow, Coach. It's so uncanny that we never, maybe because at the time they arrived in South Africa, you were an assistant and then you were a co-coach, that many didn't get to who you are as a coach, really. I mean, I look at your CV and what you've done, in Canada, in Spain, in Tanzania, in Burundi even. you've been around, coach. You've done a lot. You've won titles as well.
It's true that I have been in different countries, different cultures, and different kind of footballs, as well. It's sometimes when you are into a certain setup and people, they don't tend to to understand well the contribution that you can put on the table, but as well there are some positions where you have to be a little bit behind the scenes, and because that's what is required by your position. But
that's another thing, coach, because you in Burundi, you're winning titles in Burundi.
Yeah.
You go to Rwanda, you do well. You go to Tanzania for that first half of the season. You remember it, right? Yeah. Unbeaten. You went unbeaten. I mean, then it got a bit tricky in the second half of the season. But you go to the national team, under 17, under 19, under 20. You're part of the national team in all the stages. And that's why I wondered, why would a coach that's so accomplished, that's done so much, that's been a head coach to such big teams like Young Africans, come to South Africa and be okay with being an assistant? And I guess it's part of what you're saying now, that you don't mind such?
There are some projects that you get into, and it happened that I worked with Coach Nasreddin in Tanzania.
Yeah.
And we got along well, and when he asked me to join Kaze Chief, I don't mind the position that I am into. What I want is just to get the best conditions and the best structure to bring out the best of everyone that I am in charge with. I've been raised to be humble and to work alongside with people, and wherever my contribution is appreciated, and I don't mind the position.
And I think that's why there was a disrespect towards you. And I remember, to me, on this platform, many a times I would correct people and I would say it loudly to say, I think you guys need to do your homework. Because then that's when the disrespect came, where you are now the translator, is because people weren't aware of your CV, I think. Because, of course, if you're an assistant, people aren't looking into you as much as the coach. I'm sure you'd have heard that tag, that translator.
Yeah, I have heard about it. And
what did you think? I see you're laughing.
It's funny sometimes, because in this modern times of social media, and people they tend to talk about everything and nothing, and sometimes and as well, at that time, even the club has asked me to even not do the translation, but I said that I don't mind, because it was not part of my
contract,
my requirements, and but I said that I don't mind. I don't mind doing it,
even after hearing that.
Yes,
you're known as a translator.
As far as my message can get across very quickly and can help the team to do better. I don't mind, because as well the outside words, they don't hurt me, because I know where I'm going, I know where I'm coming from, and then I will know as well what I'm capable of, and I hope that time will prove it.
Well, and that's why we're so excited for this, because you then get to put your own stamp. We now get to see who you are, because we never in South Africa got to see it. It was with Coach Nabi at first, and then, of course, it was the co-coaching situation. So we're going to be looking to see who you are as a coach. If you had to explain to me what your philosophy and thinking and what your application for coaching, what is Kaze Ball?
It's I want to play modern football. I want to play on front foot, but as well, I am a coach that spends a lot of time into defensive structures to make the players understand as well the the works that they have to do, and how the structure can help every player to be better. Have in countries that I have been before, my teams have been, had a reputation of not conceding goals, but as well had a reputation of scoring, and I'm hoping that as well I can, with my current team, Sekhukhune, putting a lot of work into it, but we want to play. We want to challenge on every game. We don't want to sit back and play transition. We want to go on the front foot. We want to press high when the opportunity arises, and we want as well to be smart in our playing, knowing when to press high, when not to press high. But I want to have as well players that are courageous to play football, because sometimes I feel like they are courageous when they play against big teams, and when they play small, so-called small teams, because there is no such a thing. They tend to to do the minimum work, or the basic things, and we want to play every game and entertaining football, and try to win as much games as we can.
Are we gonna? Is your base of education the Barca way to play? Are we going to be seeing a lot of position being kept by Sekhukhune? Are we going to see the tiki-taka sort of football? When you say you like to defend and score, because we spoke about Spain, which is very similar to the way they play to what a Barca would, where they defended even against Argentina with the ball. They keep the ball, they play the ball, they move the ball around. When you say you want to, defend well and score well, are you a position-based coach?
Yeah, everyone wants to be, a position-based. But after all, you need to, you look at the characteristics of the players that you have. Yeah. But the best way is for defending and not, getting caught on transition or counter-attack, or not, running after the ball. Is to keep the ball, is to have the possession. As you mentioned, with Spain. We saw the final of the World Cup. They defend well with the ball, and and made Messi looks like is a player that with no whatsoever, but
because if he doesn't have the ball, he can't hurt you.
Yeah, he can't hurt you. But it's a kind of football that we love to do, and we do everything to put in place in every training sessions, in every video sessions, in every drill that we do. But we know that it takes time those kind of things. But I'm pretty sure that we are coming from far, and can see as well that we are getting in the right direction to get into the attracting kind of football.
The internet, if you go and you read up on Coach Kaze, says you're a 4-3-2-1 formation coach, but then I look at that system and I consider what Sekhukhune have been doing over the years, and then I go back to the conversation we just had when you say you get to Barca and there's a Barca way to do things. What is the Sekhukhune way to do things, and how do you then fit into it?
It's as a coach, you need to adapt. You need to have to be flexible, and as well you need to look at the current situation that you are in, and especially the players as well that you have. And Sekhukhune have been doing an amazing work under Coach Eric Tinkler, Coach Paulus, Coach Siema as well. They always finished top 4, top 5 at the letters, but it's a team that have been showing that they can compete, and
they're a top 8 team, top 3 sometimes even.
Yeah, and it's my contribution is I want to bring as well my contribution to the table, and have a team that is dominate game and dominates opponent, and score more goals, and play an entertaining football where every fan will be looking forward to watch Sekhukhune playing.
You have a coach that comes to join you. How much say did you have in your technical team? How did your technical team happen?
We spoke about with the management. We spoke about the kind of technical team that I was looking to assemble, and I gave them the pre-requirements into those positions, and I led them to choose, because we wanted local coaches that would help as well to settle things.
So you trusted management to say, please get me, but you put stipulations to say, this is the sort of characters I'm looking for.
Yes.
So when they say to you, Papi is coming, did you have a say in that, whether you want to have a Papi or not? Were you involved in that decision?
I was involved in the requirements of the qualities that Papi has to have to be in the setup. And when they told me that they have chosen Papi, I was very very happy. And he's been a very good player before, and he has a very good experience in the league. And he's a player that is a coach that is respected by a player. And as well, you want as well there are kind of trainings that when you want to do specific trainings, you want a coach that has been a very good player to demonstrate to do, especially for the attacking players, to give them those tricks that as well he has mastered over the years, and help them to grow, because now as well we are trying to assemble a more younger team than the previous years.
And he's the first person who's got to now buy in, Papi Zotwane, into your philosophy. He's the first person that needs to understand what you want. How's that been between the two of you?
It's been good. It's been good. It's him and Coach Paulus. They are young coaches that are willing to learn, and as well I'm learning a lot of things from them too, from the players, and we have been working very well together, and we're excited as well to get into this league, and to show what we are capable of, and to bring Sekhukhune at the top of the league.
I look at Sekhukhune last season, Coach. If you're just joining us, Coach Cedric Kaze has joined us for a conversation. He is, of course, the new coach of Sekhukhune United come this season, appointed just in time to take over for the rest of the season. I look at Sekhukhune last season with the 30 matches that they played, Coach. And I look at their goals scored, I look at how they played, and what they've come to be. One of the things that stick out as far as Sekhukhune is concerned is they didn't finish very strongly, of course. I think in the last 5 matches, they only won one of those. It's that goal difference that's been the problem, because yes, they scored 32 goals, right? Which, not a lot of goals for a top 5 team, but the concession as well, 27 goals that they conceded last season. That's got to be something that needs to be nipped in the bud when you consider that if you're going to be in the top 3 with Chiefs, yourselves, Sundowns, Orlando Pirates are 19 is the most that you're going to concede if you want to compete there.
Yeah, but as well you have to look at it because there was a big difference between the first round of the league and the second round of the league, and you have as well to try to understand as well why the big difference between the two rounds of the league, and because I believe that in the first round of the league they didn't consider a lot of goals, and even maybe after a third of the league they were probably top 2, top 3, if I'm not mistaken.
That conceded, after 15 matches, that conceded 19 goals.
19 goals, and it's as well. When you look at those stats, you see that they didn't score a lot in the second part of the league, and it's things that as well you need to put into consideration, and try to get to get the bottom of it, and by bringing as well options that to try to anticipate those kind of issues that you think may arise along the way.
What do you think? Because you would have analyzed Sekhukhune while you had Kaizer Chiefs last season. You would have looked at them in the matches you're going to play. Upon taking on the job, you would have gone back as well and just looked at the team composition, etc., etc. What do you think was Sekhukune's weakness last season? What was your analysis of Sekhukhune?
In the first round of the league, it was a team that were very direct, and because as well having a player like Bradley Grobler helped a lot. He's a very good station striker. He's a player that you can play around, and they did that very well. And as well, they even defensively they tried, but I felt that sometimes the transition wise they were not as active as they should have been. And especially, and as well, I talked that probably there are some situations of 1v1 that they couldn't handle well, especially defensively, and and as well, but on set pieces they were decent, and transition wise, and some situation as well of 1v1 defensively that they didn't handle well. But as well, there are sometimes in a team that when you play with, and I talked as well that the lineup was changing quite a lot for a team that is in the top 3, top 4, top 5, and you can even see between the two goalkeepers there were 23 games for Liner, 13 games for Nsabata, and you see that they never really find the right man for the position as well.
And the reason I'm asking you all of this, Coach, is because, and I'm going to get back to how involved you were with this, Sekhukhune has released 17 players that were part of the team last season that are no longer going to be a part of the team now. Are you involved in those decisions? Do you look at all the players that they have and you get an eye into them and you say, okay, cool, this one, Bradley Grobler, I'm not going to need Mukhaila, Makhalwa, Kutsie, I'm not going to need these ones. I know them from last season as well. I've watched them, I've assessed them, so I don't need this, and this. How involved were you in the players that are leaving Sekhukhune?
Not really involved in the discussion about the release of the players, except probably for Makhalwa that I was with at training for a week. Because there was an opportunity that came along, and the player was expressed his desire to take up the challenge. But at the beginning, we spoke about freshening the team and make it a little bit more younger to try to build a new cycle for Sekhukhune, and that's the direction that we are in.
Would you have liked to keep Makhalwa?
Yes, I would have loved to keep Makhalwa because he's a very good player.
But then, Coach, how do you then, if you don't see the players, if the management and possibly with Walter Steenbok involved as well as the SD, if they take all the players and they decide who comes in and out, how do you then get players that suit how you play? Because you know what you want to implement on the field. You know, like you were saying now, the kind of players that you need in order to play the game that you want to play. But if players are just given to you and players are just removed from you, how do you then affect your way?
It has to be very patient. It has to be a very process that is going to take time, because because of my years of in the youth system, I am able to train players to play my way. It's not going to work every time, but I have been into systems and processes that I can get players and put them in the way that I want to play, but as well it's a process that is going to be ongoing, and that's the patience of the results have to come in, even if I know that here in South Africa the patience of the results
are we better than Tanzania? Come on. You were in Tanzania, we're better than what happens in Tanzania, surely.
At some clubs, yes.
And the reason I'm asking about these players that have left is because what's left at Sekhukhune is 18 goals. Maghalwa leaves with 4 assists and 4 goals. Bradley Grobler leaves with 8 goals and 2 assists. That's 18 goals of the not so many goals that they already were scoring last season gone.
Yes, but someone would have said that Mbappe left PSG with 60 goals, but the future as well showed that PSG built something else around the other players, and that's what we want to do, and that's how we want to work, because it's a new cycle. We want to freshen up the team, we want to younger the team, and we want to play an exciting football, and it's not going to be consistent every day. We are aware of that. For our first season, we're not going to be consistent all the time, but we are willing to take this time and try to build something very exciting.
And then I guess the answer to how involved you were in the players that came in is the same, right? You would have said what you need, and they would have gone out to get those such players. Some of the names that I hear, of course, is Ebutelezi, Melusi, Nico Mobi, Ohizu. These are the senior players that have been signed here, and some of the young players as well. Tabang Mahlangu, an exciting young player, Khumulu Mokoto, Ateko Sigaba as well, Tsepo Mashilwane, another player that comes in. Those the squad that you're now assembling. What can you tell me about the ones that you've gotten?
There are players that I've been training with them for 3 weeks, and I can't tell you how excited I am to work with them, because they work very hard at every training session. Every day they try to learn every day. They pay attention to details, and the training, the amount of work that they are putting into is huge, and I'm just humbled by the amount of and how willing they are to work and to learn.
Coach Cedric Kaze is joining us here for a conversation. He's going to be taking over, of course, this season out at Sekhukhune. There's some great brains there. I mean, you consider that a Walter Steenbok is there, Papi Zotwane is there, Paulus Masehe, McDonald's as well. Big shout out to McDonald's, who's been such a stalwart at Sekhukhune for such a long time. It's a team that's done well, and I've said this a lot of times. Say, Sekhukhune pay well. When you see the big name players there, they pay well, those guys. That's why they're there. But which also brought about the question of, were they cutting budgets when they got rid of all the big name players and the star players, the Groblers, the Michailas, et cetera, et cetera? Coach Kaze has got a younger team to work with, and that's what we're in conversation about. Coach, were there any stipulations as to what you have to do this season? Any, I don't want to say mandate, but any things that you need to achieve in the conversations with the management to say, this is what we want from you as far as the log in the league is concerned?
It's a team that has finished the last 2 seasons in a top 4 and top 5, and I mean that the least we can do is as well to finish in that bracket, and it's gonna be a very exciting season with as well hurdles, because with a younger team the consistency becomes an issue, but we work in every angle to try to minimize all of that, and as well there are cups that are being played, and sometimes cups for to win it it's a 4 games, sometimes 4 or 5, and we're gonna do everything we can to play as much for every cup we will play for.
So from what I'm getting from that is they're saying, don't do worse than what we already have. We're top 5. You need to do that and better.
Yes,
but you've been in positions where you've been asked for the impossible. So what is the direct ask here? What is the direct ask, Coach? Were you told top 3, top 4, top 5, win the league?
No, it's a team that finished top 5, and as I said, the least you can do is finish in that bracket, and everything else we can do is a bonus.
Coach Pilla, hey, this time you must make sure and say no. This one, not possible. Coach Kaze is here with us, and we're having a conversation about all things Sekhukhune United, who's coming to studio just before the season starts. Because the chairman of Sekhukhune, if you know what his voice sounds like, let me know. Doesn't talk, that guy. You will not hear his voice on the radio, that guy. Hey, just does his talking in the boardroom there. That's it. So Cedric Kaze, Coach Cedric Kaze now joins us. Coach, the other thing I wondered about is you entered South Africa right at the top. Kaizer Chiefs are a top team. They're one of the best teams, the most supported team, well-run team. They've got the best facilities. The village is absolutely amazing. That's where you come into South African football. Sekhukhune is a new team. It's a team that's done relatively well for the time they've had. I know how Sekhukhune train and where their facilities are and where they go and find facilities. They're not a team yet that's established themselves in terms of getting facilities that are anywhere near what you had at Kaizer Chiefs. That must be a rude awakening of some sort. There is a difference in those two.
Yeah, there is a difference, but I'm not. I wasn't born in those facilities. I have been as well in other teams, and as well, I was as well, pleased by the project of Sekhukhune, that maybe they're gonna feel that I am selling the secret, but. Now they are building. Right now they are building facilities for the club, which if everything goes well, probably before the end of this season, the team will be in the new facilities, and
that's amazing.
Those are kind of things that showed me as well the direction that the club is taking, and as well the investment that is being put into the club, and I'm very excited as well to be part of this project.
That's amazing. That's really great. I think we need more teams with facilities. Were you surprised at all to get a call from Sekhukhune? I mean, how quickly you and your co-coach at Chiefs got snapped up after maybe having felt like you didn't do a good enough job to get released from Kaizer Chiefs, and both of you getting jobs in their PSL. Were you surprised at all that the PSL was still calling and saying, hey, come through? And I know it wasn't just the one team.
No, I wasn't surprised because maybe there could be a difference of view in how we did, but I thought that we did pretty well into given the circumstances that we inherited, and I wasn't surprised at all.
And then first game of the season. The opening match. Who are you playing again? You're playing Durban City?
I'm playing Durban City, but...
Who's the coach there now?
I believe I don't know, but I will have to ask the PSL and find out if the draw is really is not tricked. But
how crazy is that?
Yeah, but it's we embrace the challenge. Have
you spoken to Ben?
Yes, I've spoken to him, and we spoke like maybe every day, but. Or every other day, we're still in contact, and we embrace the challenges that we have, and we're looking forward to.
How do you feel about meeting him? First game, you've just the whole of last season you spent together. He knows you, you know him. He knows your thoughts when you're sitting on the bench, and you guys are playing the first match together.
It's gonna be something sentimental as well for both of us to be in different seats, and as you said, he knows me and I know him, and and I hope that the best win.
Does that make it better though that you know him?
It's easier, but as well, it's because he knows that I know him, and I know that he knows me. You want to do things differently for that game because he knows how probably you're gonna set up and how you want to counter him and things like that. But I'm pretty sure that it's gonna be an exciting game as well.
It's not a very kind draw for you because soon after that it's AmaZulu, of course, in the MTN 8, Wafa, and then on the 12th of August, you're back at FNB.
I will say that it's a very exciting beginning of the season, and it's we will give our best in every game and see what we come up with.
Coach, just to go back to some of the conversations, is there no player that you looked at? I mean, you spent time in the Betway Premiership. You didn't have a wish list when you got to Sekhukhune to say, hey, this player are players that I could utilize or use, or are they on this list already? Are there any players that you saw or that you have on your wish list?
There are players that you like how they play, and you feel that they could fit into your way of playing. There are some that are on that list as well at Sekhukhune with me, but there are others that because of the market that we are in, it's difficult to have them, but I'm pretty sure that the squad that we have assembled is ready to challenge in every game for the season.
Are you done? Is this it? No more additions? You feel like you've got your squad?
No, I wouldn't say that I'm done, because I believe that there are a couple positions that we need to probably to strengthen, maybe 2 or 3 more, and we'll be done. But I hope that by next week, the beginning of the season, we would have completed our squad roster, and yeah.
And as far as acquisition of players, was there a conversation to say, Coach, if it's at this amount, if it's under this, if it's this, then we can do it. If it's this and this, then we can't do it?
Yes, it's as well. You need to look at the finances, and as well as what you said. 18 goals are not available for us from the last season, and we as well need to kind of replace that, or find ways of replace those data.
Coach Cedric Kaze, Sekhukhune faithfuls are listening right now. They want to know from their coach what they're expecting this season. They want to know from their coach what it is that they're in for. They're a team that's used to... By the way, you need to look at their home versus away, Coach. They're one of those teams that don't win at home. So perhaps your supporters need to come in a little bit more there as far as the home matches are concerned. Because and I know that you're not going to win a league, you're not going to win anything if you don't win your matches at home.
Actually, I got a letter from the fans and by the club, and one of the things that they mentioned is that to make our home ground impenetrable, and as well I agree with them that if you don't make good performances at home, it's easy to challenge the top spots, and we need as well to take our new Peter Mokaba home as a fortress, and make it a fortress, and make it difficult for every team to play there.
Well, let's see what's going to happen as far as Sekhukhune is concerned, and of course the overall matches that they play. They came 9th, I think, when you take a look at the home matches last season. Of the 15 matches that they'd played away, they'd won 6 of those compared to the 5, which is good for away matches, considering some of the teams that you're going to be playing. But yeah, Coach, they're listening, and I'm pretty sure they're going to be happy that you're there. Your promise to them is minimum 5, right?
My promise to them is just that they will enjoy the football that we played, and the results will follow.
All right, Coach, don't be hard on number 10, man. He's a soft guy. I don't know if you know him. Did you see who your number 10 is? Your number 10. He's a soft guy, man, his mother doesn't shout at him. He must be
very well educated.
He's well educated. Kicks with both feet.
Yeah, I know.
So, be kind to him, Coach. Be kind. If he wants a day off.
I haven't seen the two feet, but
really? Yeah. If he wants a day off, give him a day off, Coach. Coach Cedric Kaze, it was such a pleasure meeting you. It's great to know your football philosophy and to hear your brain as far as that is concerned. Please come through my photo cap. Give me those details there.